So what kind of conversations do you have? Because I'm talking about this now because you're a young person, you're in your early 30s, I want to believe.
I'm 30.
You're 30, exactly. So you're around the age where people are getting married or just getting married or about to get married. Generally in Nigeria, that's around the age, male and female, But like I said, you see a lot of people talk on social media now, you people don't have the patience, you just enter and what are the kind of conversations you have with your husband with regards to how the marriage is working, I mean, men have their egos, women have their egos. To balance that out is always you're walking a tightrope many times. You need to be able to use the right language and all of that. So how do you handle that for people who are probably in marriages now and are maybe feeling like communication is not necessarily working as it should?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. Well, for me, I still say it every day. I was blessed to have somebody that kind of gets me, because it's going to be really hard for me to not express myself personally. So we do fight a lot.
Fighting is healthy.
It just depends on what we're fighting about.
Did you just fight recently? It looked like
I didn't just fight. That's terrible. The kind of conversations we have are me constantly reminding him that it's okay for me to have a different perspective than he does. He didn't think Hillary should be president. There was no way a woman would be on the ballot and I wouldn't support them. It just wasn't going to happen. So, he had a different candidate he was going to support, and we respected each other. We did that, and the list goes on with different things that we don't agree about. Like in my house, he cooks, I cook. I cook a lot. Like I grew up in an Isoko home where I cook. So I'm not saying that, oh, don't cook for your husband. No. It's my chore to cook. But my husband's not returning from work, seeing me upstairs, getting the kids ready for bed and saying, oh, come and give me my food. Like, that's not our family. He knows that.
But what is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, except you are waiting on me to finish something and then come and give you food when you can as well take it. That's what's wrong with it, that you feel that it's my responsibility.
Because I'm talking about that because you just said I'm from an Isoko family. Culture is heavy in Nigeria, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
Nigerians are heavily rooted in culture and religion.
Yes.
And a lot of these things are built around patriarchy, where the man is the man,
and
quote
we
unquote.
Have to change our mindset.
So at what point do you drop that, you can't just throw away culture whether you like it or not.
No, you don't. I wake up in the morning and I tell my husband, Dewa, when he calls me on the phone, I say, Dewa, he says, Brendo, my kids we live in Dallas, but my kids, they dig way to their elders. We're not going to forget everything about culture. But this is not 1955. I'm sorry. That time, my mom probably wasn't working. Not my mom, she worked. But I'm saying, like, older women kind of chilled while the man. This is the new reality. So you can't change some parts and don't change some. You can't say, I want my wife to be a boss and a hardworking woman. And the next thing you come back and say, I want my wife to be timid and say yes to everything I say. Choose one and follow through. You see what I'm saying? So that's the position I'm in. And there's still a balance. My husband is a little bit older than I am, but he and I are friends. Not that I want to be his friend, but I'm just saying.
You should want to be his friend.
So yes, culture is important, but there's a balance.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to do everything that a woman should do when you don't do everything a man should do. If we're trying to do this whole modern family thing, then let's find a way to marry the new era that we live in.
Feminism gets a lot of flack, and I don't know whether it's because it's misunderstood or it's because of the people, some of the people who wear the tag and the sorts of narrative they push.
Okay.
And so there's some people don't want to hear, when you start with it, because they've said, okay, we've heard from this other feminist and this is what she said feminism is about.
Yeah.
So is that conversation ever going to be held with, like, the Nigerian?
It better
for
be
people
held.
to understand what the sorts of things you want them to understand.
And I thank you for asking me that, because I've always wanted to answer this. It's just that when I go to a lot of other TV shows, they're more interested in my reality show, because I have a reality show called The Real Nigeria Ladies of Dallas. So yeah, it's about Nigerian women in the U.S. hustling, making money, helping people. I also have a non-profit called the Pamela Erere Foundation. We help Nigerian single moms, divorced women, widows, and their children. I've been doing that since 2011. So whenever I go for an interview, most people focus on those kind of things. So I'm happy about this question.